No, not really. I was gonna say that, yeah, the Nazis did get our inspiration to a T. I don't need to bore you guys with history, but that was what I was going to talk about tonight's class warfare and racism. Surprise. This has been the longest fucking I told you so, and it's really going on too far where it's not satisfying anymore. I'm glad my mom didn't say I told you so. She was deep into QAnon for a while, and I had to debunk her. No, Mom, all the people that you see on TV aren't fucking kids. They aren't putting them in tunnels. They're not on islands trying to rape everybody. And then the Epstein files have come out, and I'm just like, I don't want to say I'm sorry yet because she hasn't said I'm sorry about Donald Trump. My latest thing I've been really digging into is Elon Musk using ICE detainment centers for his Neuralink testing. I don't have enough information to spout that on stage. Thanks for supporting me with those giggles. Guys, I ate so much food I feel like I want to throw up. It was so good. Yeah, man, there is something really fucked up about being in my living room watching just the stupidest, nerdiest shit, enjoying no time of my life, high, and hearing footsteps that I don't recognize. I live in an apartment building, it's 5 units, one's garden level, 2 and 2, and I'm on the top floor. And man, I grew up in a really fucked up household to where I could recognize whose footsteps belong to who, whose coughs belong to who, like mannerisms, just audibly. So having people over that are friends of people that live in my apartment building has been one of the most stressful fucking things. I have helicopters going over my house every couple of minutes, like it's not an exaggeration. I live in South Minneapolis, if you haven't been able to figure that one out yet. The sex shop is doing more work than the local government is. You know when you go into Target, not Target, we're going to talk about, sorry, boycott Target, Target's fucking racist. Let's say you go into like any health store, like a CVS or Walgreens, you got condoms, and you got dildos, and then right behind you, you have the diapers and the baby formula. Now, I did recently something, yeah, this is against my biblical code. I was raised a Christian, I actually believe in a good moral efficacy here. Yeah, I did a little charity work, a very little charity work, right? If you're doing that, God bless you, because honestly, it is the white people's turn to stand up. And shit, man, I don't know if anyone's been a parent, like, in a reasonable context of how expensive it is, but you can buy a dildo for like 16 bucks, right? That being said, the sex stores they got diapers and baby formula and cereal, and right next to them are just like muscly men without a head or legs or arms, and it's like a fuck doll. And yeah, no, like literally, our government hasn't done shit. We're like, hey, could you bring in the National Guard to protect us? The National Guard last time, they didn't protect us. Do you guys remember 2020? We didn't have ICE, we had the police, and then we had the National Guard. Now, the police started the riots. For the record, the police started the fucking riots. They were undercover, they were smashing windows. Not a surprise, this is America. Then we brought in the National Guard. That did nothing but redirect traffic. It was a nuisance. They brought tanks up and down the neighborhoods. Kids were burning trees because they were freaking out, didn't know exactly what to do. Tear gas in everyone's windows. This is literally reminiscent of 6 years ago. Like, we didn't learn a goddamn thing. And now we have the National Guard saying, I'm sorry guys, we're wearing our high-vis vests, don't bully us. We got donuts, we got coffee. They did a real good turnaround. And now they're bringing into the Alaska National Guard because they know what we're doing here with this weather system. I mean, I'm not really sure exactly what they're going to do, except for maybe give us some space. Fucking with Minnesota has been one of the weirdest things any country, state, allegiance could do. We have some of the harshest fucking weather, some of the most creative and dumb fucking people in this entire country. About 60% of Americans can't read past the 6th grade level. Do you want to fact check me? If you don't believe me, fucking look it up. That means that statistically, there are a couple out of you that are very illiterate and should get their shit together. Now that you're at a gay bar looking for an open mic, I would give you the benefit of a doubt, but that's not a personal thing, this is just statistics. You go out of the city limits, which I don't do because I've been hate crimed multiple ways. And it's just Trump science. And yeah, there are far less Trump science nowadays. But these are people that go out into deer stands, they'll piss in their water bottle, they'll shit right next to their deer stand, and they'll say, this is good because it attracts animals that I want to shoot. They do this for fun. Do you guys know about all the ice festivals that we do? Like, this is ridiculous. We have an old World War flag that we refuse to give up because we stole it and we won it, and we said, no.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. This is the most American state you could talk about. I'm related to Daniel motherfucking Boone, and I'm also related to a cannibal. I've been in this country for hundreds of years so far, and I'm still worried that I'm gonna get fucking killed by a goddamn ICE agent. And you know what's the sad thing about those two murders? Is that one guy had a fucking limp wrist shooting this lady. That's embarrassing, for one. Glad that she doesn't remember it. Alex Preddy, rest in peace. I'm glad he doesn't remember that a fucking fat, winded man who just walked right in front of him with pants that don't even fit. The last fucking words he heard is, where is his fucking gun? Because he had a gun, he never fucking reached for it. But to die looking at the most obese fucking ICE agent that his uniform doesn't even fit, this is what we're dealing with. Like, I'm so fucking angry. Here we are enjoying our time. And I know this is like a comedy spot. I was gonna actually have like a laid out plan, but then Big Will kind of had his jokes with it, and I can't get mad at that. But like, I came up here last year, I came up here 2 years ago, and I said, hey guys, you watch the news? There was like one person. It was probably Ski, honestly. It was probably you. I mean, I know a few of you do watch the news, like, pretty closely nowadays. But this is like on track, guys. Like, read the documents. Read what's going on in Congress. Like, there isn't much difference from here and 2 years ago. We had Biden 2 years ago. And it all went down as this guy walked on stage, muttering to himself, which is the most embarrassing fucking thing. We're the strongest nation. We're in the strongest state, arguably. And we have to put up with this for another, 3 years. Yeah, keep our heads up. Like, we're doing a pretty good job. Don't get killed by an ICE agent because it's embarrassing. You don't need your kids to remember that, and we don't need any more visuals. I don't want to see candles. I'm fucking done with the helicopters. I'm done watching my back, looking at cars on the fucking road. Out of plates, heavy tint. It's not kids smoking weed. It's arguably a terrorist with a group of other terrorists. I don't want to listen to the fucking footsteps in my building like I'm a traumatized teenager hiding from their parents. Because it could actually get me killed. They don't have to have a warrant anymore to go into your home. They have immunity. And if you were to even hold a gun or have a gun holstered, they will shoot you. Welcome to Minnesota, I guess. I don't know. This isn't funny anymore. I'm gonna get off stage, okay?